Welcome to Stoic Pulse, where Stoic wisdom transforms chaos into clarity, guiding you to a life of purpose and discipline. Drawing from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, we share daily lessons to master your mind and wield your words with power. If you're ready to turn reckless speech into deliberate strength, stay with us. This journey will grip you to the end. Ever spoken in haste, a sharp retort, a careless post, and felt the sting of regret? Words once loosed can wound trust and shatter opportunities. In a world drowning in noise, Stoicism offers a lifeline. Marcus Aurelius taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Your words reflect your mind's control. Scatter them, and you lose your edge. Master them, and you command respect." Stoics knew silence isn't weakness, it's a weapon, turning impulsiveness into wisdom. Today we unveil 7 Stoic lessons to make your words a force, from harnessing silence to choosing your audience with care. These tools, forged in timeless philosophy, empower you to navigate tense meetings or tough talks with unshakable calm. Imagine speaking with purpose, your presence silencing chaos. That's the Stoic way. Don't miss a moment. Your mastery awaits. Like, share, and comment. Type, "My words hold power." Subscribe and hit the bell for daily Stoic wisdom. Stay Stoic, and let's forge your disciplined voice together. Lesson 1. Silence is power. Your journey to master your words begins where chaos fades. Amid the noise of reckless speech, you've chosen the Stoic path, seeking clarity over clamor. Our first lesson, silence is power, isn't about retreating into quiet. It's about wielding silence as a deliberate act of strength, a Stoic shield against life's provocations. In a world where everyone's shouting, on X, in meetings over coffee, silence isn't absence, it's presence, a choice that commands respect. Seneca taught, "It is a great thing to know the season for speech and the season for silence." The untrained react, lashing out when challenged, their words scattering like leaves in a storm. A Stoic pauses, their silence a fortress, unshaken by the urge to prove or defend. Consider Lila, a graphic designer whose team was blindsided when a colleague claimed her concept during a client pitch. The room buzzed with praise for the thief, and Lila's gut burned to call it out. Her design, her sleepless nights, stolen. But she remembered Seneca's wisdom. Silence can speak louder than outrage. She nodded, stayed calm, and at the project's next stage, delivered a flawless execution only she could achieve. The client noticed, her team saw the truth, and her colleague's facade crumbled. Within weeks, Lila was leading the campaign, her quiet power earning trust. No outburst could. Lila's silence wasn't weakness, it was strategy, a Stoic triumph over ego. This lesson is vital because impulsive words are a trap. A single retort to a snide comment, a false claim can spiral, costing you credibility or peace. Marcus Aurelius might remind us, the best response is to rise above, not sink to reaction. Silence isn't passive, it's active courage, forcing others to confront their own words while you hold the higher ground. Science backs this. Pausing before responding engages the prefrontal cortex, enhancing clarity over emotional chaos. Your silence, rooted in Stoic discipline, becomes a signal. When you speak, it matters, and others lean in. To live this lesson, adopt a daily practice. Try a day of silence challenge. For 24 hours, avoid arguing, defending, or reacting. No vague X posts, no snappy comebacks. When the urge to speak surges, pause, breathe, and observe. Journal 3 moments you resisted. What triggered you? How did silence feel? For example, you might write, "Coworker took credit, stayed quiet, felt empowered, noticed team's respect." Conclude by affirming, "My silence is my strength." Weekly, review your entries to spot patterns. Perhaps silence curbs conflict or amplifies presence. If you falter, recommit, knowing each pause is a Stoic step toward mastery. This practice rewires your instincts. Imagine a tense family dinner where a relative jabs at your choices. Instead of firing back, you smile, sip your water, and let their words hang. The table shifts, their barb loses power, and your calm commands the room. Or in a work dispute, when a rival twists your words, your silence forces them to overplay, revealing their flaws. Silence isn't surrender, it's a chess move, positioning you to win without a fight. Wielding silence as power sets the foundation for mastering your words, proving you don't need to shout to be heard. Stay tuned for our next lesson. Control your emotions to tame the storm within before it spills into speech. Drop "silence is strength" in the comments if you've ever held back and won. Like this video and subscribe to Stoic Pulse to harness your Stoic power. Lesson 2. Control your emotions. Your Stoic journey to master your words gains momentum. Silence now your shield, a powerful choice against the world's clamor. But silence alone isn't enough. Beneath it lies a deeper challenge, the storm of emotions that drives reckless speech. Our second lesson, control your emotions, arms you to tame this inner tempest, ensuring your words align with reason, not rage. Epictetus taught, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. When anger, hurt, or fear seize you, words become arrows, loosed in haste, wounding trust and dignity. A Stoic pauses, breathes, and chooses. Freedom lies not in venting, but in ruling your heart. Consider Omar, a high school teacher whose patience was tested during a parent-teacher conference. A parent, frustrated by their child's grades, accused Omar of neglect. Their words, sharp and personal, stung. Omar snapped back, defending his methods with biting sarcasm. The room froze, his credibility crumbled. The parent filed a complaint, and Omar faced a formal review. Humbled, he turned to Epictetus, practicing Stoic restraint. Months later, in a similar meeting, he faced another heated critique. This time, he took a deep breath, labeled his emotion, "I feel disrespected," and responded with calm questions. The parent softened, trust was built, and Omar's reputation grew as a steady guide. His emotional control turned a potential loss into a Stoic victory. This lesson is vital because emotions are the hidden puppeteer of careless words. A single outburst at a loved one, a colleague, or on X can unravel years of goodwill. Seneca might remind us, true strength is not suppressing feelings, but transforming them into wisdom. Emotional control isn't about denying anger. It's about denying its power to speak for you. Science supports this. When emotions spike, the amygdala hijacks your brain, clouding reason. A brief pause, 3 seconds, re-engages the prefrontal cortex, restoring clarity. Your presence, anchored by Stoic discipline, becomes a beacon, showing others how to rise above chaos. To live this lesson, adopt a daily practice. For 1 week, label your emotions with precision. When tension rises, instead of "I'm mad," name it, "I feel ignored," or "I feel betrayed." Write it down, then pens an unsent letter, pouring out what you'd say if unchecked. Don't send it, let it rest. For example, after a coworker's jab, you might write, "I feel undervalued. I'd tell them they're unfair." An hour later, Review. Would those words serve your virtue? Journal the outcome. What emotion did I name? How did I respond? You might note, labeled frustration, stayed calm in a call, earned respect. Conclude by affirming, my reason is my master. Weekly, review your entries to spot patterns. Perhaps naming emotions curbs impulsivity or sharpens focus. If you react, recommit. Knowing each pause is a Stoic step toward freedom. This practice reshapes your instincts. Picture a tense family argument where accusations fly. Instead of retorting, you name your hurt. Exhale slowly and ask a question. Diffusing the clash. Or on X, when a post sparks fury, you write an unsent reply, then delete it. You're calm, intact. These acts aren't suppression, they're transformation, channeling passion into purpose. Emotional control ensures your words build, not break, aligning with Stoic virtue. Controlling your emotions fortifies your morning, ensuring silence becomes a choice, not a struggle. Stay tuned for our next lesson. Listen more, speak less, to deepen your connections through Stoic understanding. Drop "I am my master" in the comments if you've tamed an emotion and won. Like this video and subscribe to Stoic Pulse to conquer your Stoic storms. Lesson 3. Listen more, speak less. Your Stoic journey to master your words deepens. Silence now your shield. Emotions tame to guard your speech. But mastery isn't just about what you withhold. It's about what you invite in. Our third lesson, listen more, speak less, transforms your presence by prioritizing understanding over the urge to dominate. In a world where voices clash, on X, in boardrooms, at family tables, listening is a rare Stoic virtue, a sign of strength that forges connection. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Listen carefully to others and try to see things from their perspective. The untrained interrupt, eager to be heard, their words drowning out wisdom. A Stoic listens, their silence a bridge to others' truths, building trust where ego fails." Consider Priya, a counselor, whose early career faltered when she rushed to offer advice, filling silences with solutions. One session, a client shared a raw grief, loss of a sibling. Priya's instinct was to fix, to speak, but she recalled Aurelius's call to listen. She stayed silent, asking only, "What was your sibling like?" The client poured out memories, tears falling, and thanked Priya for giving space to be heard. That moment shifted her practice. Clients returned, drawn to her empathetic presence. Priya's listening wasn't passive. It was a Stoic act of courage, choosing connection over control. Her sessions became sanctuaries, her silence a gift that healed. This lesson is vital because speaking too soon severs bonds. A single interruption at a friend's vulnerable moment or a colleague's pitch signals disregard, eroding trust. Epictetus might remind us, ears are for learning, not just hearing. Listening isn't waiting for your turn. It's surrendering ego to truly see another. Science supports this. Active listening boosts oxytocin, fostering trust, while reducing cognitive load for clearer thought. Your presence, honed by Stoic attention, becomes a haven, inspiring others to share without fear. To live this lesson, adopt a daily practice. For 1 week, in every conversation, aim to ask twice as many questions as opinions you give. Let the other person speak 70% of the time. When they pause, resist filling the silence. Nod. Ask a follow-up like, "Can you tell me more?" Track your ratio in a journal. How many questions did I ask? How much did I speak? For example, you might write, "Asked 3 questions in a team meeting. Spoke 20%. Noticed deeper respect." Conclude by affirming, "My listening is my connection. Weekly, review your entries to spot patterns. Perhaps listening curbs conflict or reveals insights. If you interrupt, recommit. Knowing each question is a Stoic step toward wisdom. This practice reshapes your interactions. Imagine a coffee catch-up where a friend shares a career fear. Instead of advising, you ask, "What's driving that worry?" Their openness deepens and your bond strengthens. Or on X, when a heated thread tempts a quick reply, you read twice, ask a clarifying question, and spark dialogue, not division. Listening aligns with Stoic virtue, turning fleeting talks into lasting trust. Listening more, speaking less, enriches your morning, ensuring your words carry the weight of understanding. Stay tuned for our next lesson. Speak less than you think. To refine your speech with Stoic precision, drop I here, I connect. In the comments if you've listened and truly understood. Like this video and subscribe to Stoic Pulse to deepen your Stoic bonds. Lesson 4. Speak less than you think. Your Stoic journey to master your words sharpens. Silence your shield. Emotions tamed. Listening now. A bridge to others' truths. Yet, mastery demands more than hearing. It requires precision in what you say. Our fourth lesson, speak less than you think, teaches you to wield words like a sculptor's chisel, carving impact with care, not clutter. In a world where oversharing reigns, X threads, casual chats, heated debates, impulsive honesty often backfires, draining energy and trust. Seneca taught, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." The untrained blurt every thought, mistaking volume for value. A Stoic pauses, filters, and speaks only what serves. Their words, a beacon of clarity. Consider Nadia, a marketing analyst whose early pitches drowned in overzealous critiques. In a critical team brainstorm, she unleashed a torrent of opinions on a campaign, pointing out flaws without pause. Her team bristled, the room grew cold, and her ideas were sidelined. Stung, Nadia turned to Seneca's wisdom, learning to weigh her words. Months later, in a high-stakes pitch, she faced a flawed strategy. Instead of unloading, she paused, asked herself, "Is this necessary?" and offered one concise insight. Her brevity hit home. The team pivoted, and Nadia's voice became a trusted guide. Her restraint wasn't silence. It was Stoic precision, turning chaos into influence. This lesson is vital because careless words erode your power. A single unfiltered remark at a friend's gathering or work critique can shift perceptions, costing respect. Marcus Aurelius might remind us, wisdom lies in what you withhold, not what you unleash. Speaking less isn't about having less to say. It's about ensuring every word aligns with virtue. Science supports this. Deliberate pausing reduces cognitive overload, enhancing decision-making. Your presence, refined by Stoic brevity, becomes a signal. When you speak, it's intentional, and others listen. To live this lesson, adopt a daily practice. For 1 week before speaking, pause for 3 seconds and ask, "Is this necessary for this moment? Person, purpose?" If not, hold back. Track your restraint in a journal. What did I want to say? Why did I pause? What was the outcome? For example, you might write, "Wanted to critique a colleague's plan. Paused, asked a question instead, gained their trust." Conclude by affirming, "My words are my craft." Weekly, review your entries to spot patterns. Perhaps brevity curbs conflict or amplifies impact. If you overspeak, recommit. Knowing each pause is a Stoic step toward mastery. This practice reshapes your speech. Picture a heated ex debate, where a post tempts a lengthy rebuttal. You pause, ask, "Is this necessary?" and craft one sharp reply, cutting through noise. Or at a family dinner, when a relative's comment stings, you hold back a retort, offering a nod instead, preserving peace. These acts align with Stoic temperance, ensuring your words build, not break. Nadia's story shows the cost of excess and the power of restraint. Her pause turned dismissal into respect, a lesson for us all. Speaking less than you think owns your morning, ensuring your words carry purpose, not pride. Stay tuned for our next lesson. Let achievements speak, to prove your worth through action, not announcement. Drop "I speak with purpose" in the comments if you've held back and made a difference. Like this video and subscribe to Stoic Pulse to refine your Stoic craft. Lesson 5. Let achievements speak. Your Stoic journey to master your words gains strength, silence your shield, emotions tamed, listening a bridge, and brevity your craft. Now, mastery calls you to act, not announce. Our 5th lesson, Let Achievements Speak, urges you to prove your worth through deeds, not declarations. In a world obsessed with broadcasting, posts, coffee shop boasts, endless pitches, talking about plans often drowns their potential. Epictetus taught, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." The untrained proclaim their goals, seeking applause before effort. A Stoic works in quiet. Their results, a thunder that needs no herald. Consider Cale, a budding writer, whose dream of a novel stalled amid constant chatter. At every gathering, he shared his plot, timeline, and vision, basking in friends' nods. Yet, months passed with no pages written, his energy spent on talk. A mentor's blunt words, "Stop selling, start creating," echoed Epictetus. Kyle vowed silence, deleted his posts, and wrote daily, unseen. 6 months later, he submitted a manuscript to a publisher, no fanfare. When it was accepted, his friends were stunned, not by his words, but by his quiet triumph. Cale's achievement spoke louder than any promise, a Stoic testament to action. This lesson is vital because premature announcements sap your drive. A single boast about a new venture, a fitness goal, or a creative spark tricks your mind into feeling accomplished, stalling progress. Seneca might remind us, true progress is silent, rooted in discipline, not display. Letting achievements speak isn't about hiding. It's about protecting your purpose from the weight of expectation. Science supports this. Dopamine spikes from sharing goals mimic the reward of doing, reducing motivation. Your presence, grounded in Stoic action, becomes undeniable. Results command respect where words falter. To live this lesson, adopt a daily practice. For 30 days, avoid sharing your plans. No updates, no casual boasts. Each time you're tempted, pause and write one concrete action in a journal instead. For example, instead of saying, "I'm writing a book," note, "Wrote 500 words today." Track your progress. What action did I take? How did silence fuel focus? You might write, "Skipped telling colleagues about my project. Finished a prototype. Felt empowered." Conclude by affirming, "My deeds are my voice." Weekly review your entries to spot patterns. Perhaps silence boosts momentum or shields you from doubt. If you overshare, recommit. Knowing each action is a Stoic step toward credibility. This practice transforms your approach. Picture a gym goal you've hyped to friends, only to skip workouts. Instead, you journal daily reps, quietly hidden milestones. When you unveil your strength, their awe reflects your work, not your words. Or on X, when you're tempted to post a new idea, you act first, build, refine, launch, then share the result. Its impact unarguable. Kyle's story shows the cost of chatter and the power of quiet work. His novel's success was his voice, a lesson for us all. Letting achievements speak anchors your morning, ensuring your words echo action, not ambition. Stay tuned for our next lesson. Guard your plans to shield your purpose from distraction. Drop I act, I prove in the comments if you've let results speak louder than words. Like this video and subscribe to Stoic Pulse to forge your Stoic legacy. Lesson 6. Guard your plans. Your Stoic journey to master your words grows resolute. Silence your shield. Emotions tamed. Listening a bridge. Brevity your craft. And achievements your voice. Now, mastery demands you protect the seeds of your purpose. Our 6th lesson, guard your plans, teaches you to shield your goals from the world's clamor, preserving their strength in silence. In an age of oversharing, boasts, casual pitches, eager updates, announcing plans invites doubt and distraction. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do what you must do, and do it well. The rest will follow." The untrained broadcast their dreams, craving validation. A Stoic nurtures them in quiet. Their focus, a fortress against derailment. Consider Ria, a startup founder whose vision for a sustainable fashion brand faltered early on. Excited, she shared her business model at networking events, detailing designs and timelines. Peers offered praise, but sowed skepticism. "The market's tough. Are you sure?" And Ria's confidence wavered. Deadlines slipped as she defended her idea instead of building it. Inspired by Aurelius, she chose silence, halting public updates. For months, she worked unseen, refining prototypes and securing suppliers. When her brand launched, its success stunned her network, not because she spoke, but because she delivered. Ria's discretion wasn't secrecy. It was Stoic strategy, safeguarding her purpose. This lesson is vital because shared plans risk sabotage, not always malicious, but through the weight of others' doubts or expectations. A single announcement about a career shift, a creative project, or a personal goal can dilute your drive, inviting scrutiny before you're ready. Epictetus might remind us, focus on what's yours to control, not others' opinions. Guarding plans isn't about distrust. It's about honoring your vision's fragility. Science supports this. External feedback on early goals can trigger stress, reducing persistence. Your presence, fortified by Stoic privacy, becomes a signal. Your silence builds anticipation, and your results command awe. To live this lesson, adopt a daily practice. For 14 days, keep your plans private. No posts, no casual mentions. When tempted to share, pause and journal one actionable step instead. For example, instead of saying, "I'm starting a business," write, "Researched suppliers today." Track your focus. What plan did I protect? How did silence help? You might note, kept my course idea quiet, completed a module, felt focused. Conclude by affirming, my purpose is my sanctuary. Weekly, review your entries to spot patterns. Perhaps privacy boosts clarity or shields you from pressure. If you overshare, recommit. Knowing each silent step is a Stoic stride towards success. This practice reshapes your resolve. Imagine planning a marathon. Instead of posting your training, you log miles in silence, your progress unscrutinized. When you cross the finish line, your feat speaks, untainted by early doubts. Or at work, when a bold project sparks, you refine it quietly, unveiling it only when polished. Its impact undeniable. Ria's story shows the cost of exposure and the power of discretion. Her brand's launch was her voice, a lesson for us all. Guarding your plan strengthens your morning, ensuring your words align with progress, not promises. Stay tuned for our final lesson. Choose your confidants to share wisely with those who honor your truth. Drop "I protect my purpose" in the comments if you've kept a plan silent and thrived. Like this video and subscribe to Stoic Pulse to fortify your Stoic path. Lesson 7. Choose your confidants. Your Stoic journey to master your words nears its peak. Silence your shield, emotions tamed, listening a bridge, brevity your craft, achievements your voice, and plans your guarded sanctuary. Now, mastery hinges on who you let into that sanctuary. Our final lesson, choose your confidants, teaches you to share your truths only with those who honor them. A Stoic act of discernment. In a world where oversharing is currency, ex-confessions, workplace vents, family disclosures, opening up to the wrong person risks betrayal. Seneca taught, trust is a sacred thing, guard it with care. The untrained confide freely, mistaking openness for connection. A Stoic selects with precision, their trust a rare gift, bestowed only on the worthy. Consider Ezra, a chef launching his first restaurant. Early on, he confided financial struggles to a fellow chef he saw as a friend, sharing fears of debt and delays. The colleague nodded, offered sympathy, then quietly spread the word, spooking Ezra's investors. Bookings faltered before the doors even opened. Chastened, Ezra turned to Seneca's wisdom, seeking a true confidant. He found a mentor who'd weathered similar storms, sharing only after proving loyalty through time. This mentor's quiet guidance, offering contacts, not gossip, helped Ezra stabilize his venture. The restaurant thrived, its opening night packed, because Ezra chose trust over exposure. His discernment wasn't isolation. It was Stoic protection, safeguarding his dream. This lesson is vital because misplaced trust wounds deeply. A single careless disclosure to a coworker, a relative, or an ex-follower can turn your vulnerabilities into weapons. Marcus Aurelius might remind us, wisdom lies in controlling not just speech, but its audience. Choosing confidants isn't about paranoia. It's about valuing your inner world. Science supports this. Selective disclosure strengthens emotional resilience, while oversharing increases stress. Your presence, refined by Stoic judgment, becomes a beacon. Your trust inspires loyalty, and your words land with those who amplify, not undermine. To live this lesson, adopt a daily practice. For 1 week, apply the 3-time appearance principle before sharing deeply. Only confide in someone who's shown up in your life through joy, pain, and silence. 3 moments proving their loyalty. Journal your decisions. Who did I consider sharing with? Did they meet the principle? What did I choose? For example, you might write, wanted to vent about work stress to a colleague. They haven't shown silence, so I stayed quiet, felt secure. Conclude by affirming, my trust is my strength. Weekly, review your entries to spot patterns. Perhaps discernment curbs regret or deepens bonds. If you misjudge, recommit. Knowing each choice is a Stoic step toward wisdom. This practice reshapes your relationships. Picture a tough day when you're tempted to vent to a casual acquaintance. You pause, test their loyalty against the principle, and choose silence, preserving your peace. Or with a close friend, after they've stood by you through loss, you share a fear, their response strengthening your trust. Ezra's story shows the cost of haste and the power of selection. His mentor's loyalty was his shield, a lesson for us all. On X, when a follower seems supportive, wait for their silence in your struggles before confiding. True allies prove themselves without prompting. Choosing your confidants completes your morning, ensuring your words reach hearts that hold them sacred. Stay tuned for our conclusion, uniting these lessons to forge your Stoic legacy. Drop "I choose my truth" in the comments if you've trusted wisely and thrived like this video. And subscribe to Stoic Pulse to anchor your Stoic wisdom. Thank you for joining Stoic Pulse, where we've mastered the art of words through 7 Stoic lessons: wielding silence, taming emotions, listening deeply, crafting brevity, letting achievements speak, guarding plans, and choosing confidants wisely. Rooted in the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, these practices transform reckless speech into deliberate power, forging clarity and resilience. Epictetus taught, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By embracing silence, controlling emotions, and speaking with precision, you've built a Stoic presence that commands respect, turning life's noise into calm. Imagine navigating a tense moment. Your silence steadies, your words resonate, your trust remains sacred. This Stoic discipline shapes every interaction into a testament of virtue. Challenge yourself. Live these lessons for 7 days. Pause before speaking, listen intently, or share plans selectively. Journal your growth and inspire others. Join our daily Stoic Pulse tribe. Subscribe for fresh wisdom. Like this video to affirm your path. Share it to uplift a friend. And comment, type "I am Stoic" with a lesson you'll practice. Your journey to a disciplined life continues. Stay Stoic, pulse with purpose, and we'll see you next time.